Let's go through LeetCode 2448, minimal cost to make array equal. For this question, it gives us an integer array nums and an integer array cost. And you say you can do the following operation any number of times, increase or decrease any element of array by 1. And there is the cost of doing one operation of ith element is cost I. So it asks the minimal total cost so that all of the elements of the array nums become equal. So we'll say for this question, right? We can change that. We'll say the smallest number in nums is 1. The biggest is 5. We can change any those number, for example, to any numbers, right? So we'll find if we choose a number which is out of the range, for example, smaller than the 1 or greater than 5, the cost will always increasing, right? Because it is the difference is trying to for the target with the number is keeping increasing. So we know what we want is that we are trying to find a number which is in the range of the smallest to the largest, right? So we'll say the number we're targeting is in the range of 1 to 5, so that the cost will be we'll see that when we look at the trends, those kind of costs, if for example it is something in this kind of trends, right? So it is like a convex function. We'll find in the middle between 1 to 5, it may have some kind of a point, which every number goes to this number, right? The cost will be minimal. So we'll find this function is the kind of convex function. So what does that mean is that before this number, right, the total cost will be if we are moving to this number, that cost is keeping decreasing, monotonically decreasing. And now if we move out this number, those kind of total cost is monotonically increasing. So we can think about because the monotonic features, we can think about the possible we can use a binary search to search the target number between the minimal number and the maximum number. So how can we do binary search? Because we know this kind of total cost is in a convex function, right? We're searching for this kind of target number. So we can write something called calculate cost, right? Which is moving every numbers to this number target, what the total cost it is. We'll find that if we are on the right edge, right, we'll find that the calculate cost I plus 1 will keep increasing, right, or greater than calculate task I. And on the left of this target, which was smaller than, right? So this because this is decreasing. So we are searching for based on this kind of criteria, we can move left and right, trying to find the target number that every number move to. So so let's begin to write code for this. We'll have int a equals nums dot length, and let's have start equals 0 and equals 0, right? So what we are going to do is that for every number in nums, right, we'll have n equals, well, say start is because this number is also greater or equal to 1, right? So we can have a start as max.minimum, right? And we'll have max. But we have start as 0 should be fine. And num, right? So what we want is we are search the index which can have the minimal total cost. So we'll say while start plus one similarly end int mid equals start plus end minus start divided by 2, right? So I say if calculate we have write a function have function calculate the nums cost need. If this is smaller than calculate, let's say calculate cost. Okay, calculate cost nums cost need plus 1, right? That means we are in the convex function on the right part, right? So we are looking for the minimal one. So that means the minimal one is on its left, right? Still on its left. So what we are doing is that we need to have a search to the left part. So we have end equals mid. Else if we can have this one, right? Otherwise we'll I have int. Now we have long, right? Because this is long cost 1 equals and cost 2 equals this. So cost 1, if we cost 1 smaller, cost 2, right? So we need to search on its left. Else if cost 1 greater than cost 2, right? Let's search on its right. So we'll have start equals mid. Else we'll say these two costs, they are equal, right? So that will be our minimal cost. We just will return any of this cost 1, right? And in the end, we just return mass.mean. Calculate start and this calculate end, right? So now let's write the calculate cost private loan calculate cost. We need to have the nums. We need to have the cost. Need to have the target, right? So we'll have loan result plus 0, right? So what we are going to do is that for int I equals 0, I smaller than nums dot length I plus and we'll have result plus equal to this is long, right? So we need to have nums minus target, and this one we need to have a mass.abstract. This is 10 to the power 6. Cost is 10 to the power 5th, right? So we know this one. We know this one may be out of the range, right? So let's have 1L out of the range of integer. So return result. Okay, so if there are n numbers, this kind of operation is O n, right? This is log n, right? And log for the log n, this is n, right? So that the time complexity will be n log n. Space is constant.